Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening.
Pranam, sir.
How are you?
Sorry, sir.
How are you?
Yes, sir. I'm fine.
You had asked about the Selasky.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Today we will discuss that.
Okay, sir. That means today we will learn microeconomics. Both Higgs and Slasky. Sir, both Higgs and Slasky.
Higgs and Selasky
Yes, sir.
breakup. Price effect. Into income effect and substitution effect. We have two price line. Income effect price consumption curve. Income consumption curve.
Yes, sir.
One have you drawn?
No, sir. May I draw it? It is easy and I know it. May I draw?
Okay. Movement from Q1 to Q2 on semi-difference curve. No change in indifference curve. Price line is AB and this is HH dash.
Sir, what is HH1?
HH1 is another price line, fallen price line.
Fallen price line. But sir, that if price of X reduces, then AB shifted rotationally to the right.
Parallel line is drawn in order to find the same indifference. Price line has fallen. Look here. This is price line and
Yes.
this is price line fallen.
Yes, sir.
This is AB and
Yes.
this is AB1. But we have drawn a parallel line of the fallen price line. HH1. To keep consumer on the same indifference curve.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, he will jump to higher indifference curve. That I drawn in the previous diagram,
Yes, sir.
which you said that you know it.
Yes, sir. At this one, that the second one, I have understood. I have understood that second one, and that first one, I thought that how it came down that HH dash. Now I have understood how HH is that has been there.
So this is called substitution effect. What is called? Substitution effect.
Yes, sir.
So we can put this line like this. This is indifference curve 1. Substitution effect is from Q1 to Q2. Okay.
Just a minute, sir. Just a minute. Substitution effect from Q1 to Q2. Yes.
Q1 to Q2.
Yes, sir.
And we will draw a line here, a tangent. IC2. That is Q3. That is Q3.
Q3. Yes.
What we will find out that if we draw a line from this point, this is income consumption curve.
Q2, Q3, income.
Q2 to Q3.
Because money income has been fallen. Yes.
Income consumption curve,
Yes.
ICC. This is income effect. And if we draw a line from there, this is price consumption curve.
Yes.
Now we know that price effect Q1 to Q3,
Q1, Q3.
substitution effect Q1 to Q2,
Q1, Q2.
income effect
Q2, Q3, Q2.
income effect from Q2 to Q3. 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, Now I am drawing the same thing again. ICU. Substitution effect. This is income effect. Total is price. Price effect is equal to substitution effect plus income effect. You want to Q3, you want to Q2, Q2 to X0 by T. So it is X breaking of price effect into substitution effect. And income effect.
Sir,
Ah,
sir, in case of it is for normal good. It is the case for normal good.
yeah,
And sorry, sir.
normal good,
Yeah, yes, it is the case for normal goods. And what's about for inferior goods and given goods?
not applied.
Sir, one thing I want to clear. I want to make it clear that every time substitution effect becomes negative.
Yes,
And for normal goods, income effect positive,
yes,
but so for normal goods, that negative substitution effect overpower positive income effect.
yes,
That's why price effect negative.
yes,
Is it? Is it true, sir? Is it correct, sir?
correct. Breaking of price, breaking of price effect. Have you drawn diagram?
Yes, sir.
Yes. This is breaking of price effect by Hicks.
Yes, sir.
And what about the Slutsky? Tell me. What about Slutsky? This AAH, this AH is known as compensating variation. Compensating variation in income. Compensating variation in income. CVII. Shravani,
Yes, sir.
what is Slutsky approach?
Uh, Slavsky, the difference between Hicks and Slavsky is after after getting the new money income, the for Hicksian approach, consumer remains the same IC, but consuming different combination of X and Y goods. But for Slusky approach, after reducing money income, consumer moves to higher IC and consuming different combination of X goods and Y goods.
Correct. Yes.
Sir, one question. Sir, why the new budget line passing through that initial equilibrium point? The new budget line HH1 passing through the initial equilibrium point.
Deliberately, consumer is switched back to Q3 to Q1.
Sorry, sir?
Deliberately,
Huh?
consumer is pulled down to the original point after fall in the price of X.
Then, after that,
After that, he will not remain there. He will switch to Q2, which is tangent point.
but why initially?
Intersection point is not equilibrium. Price line is HH1, which is fallen price line,
Yes, sir, fallen price line.
which is tangent to Q2. So Slasky says that when you will bring price line, lower price line, that must pass through the original point where he was. But he will not remain there. He will move to Q2, where HH dash price line is tangent to indifference curve 2. He will move from lower indifference curve to higher indifference curve due to substitution effect.
Yes, sir.
Pulaski said that he must be brought to the original point where he was.
He must be brought that original point
Where he was earlier before the fall in the price of X. Then that is the real picture. That you are brought back to Q1 after fall in the price of X. But Slasky said that consumer will not stay there because that is the point of intersection of indifference curve with HH1. Equilibrium will be where HH1 is tangent to indifference curve 2. In that case, rational consumer will move from Q1 to Q2 and purchase M1. And this difference AH is called cost difference.
Okay.
And in previous diagram, you see price compensating variation in income.
Compensating variation in income.
This is the difference between Hicksian and Slasky.
Hmm.
Slasky never thought of any compensating variation. He said that put him to the original point where he was before the change, fall in the price of X.
Sir,
Now,
cost of what?
cost difference of the two. At A point, E was at IC1. At H point, E is on IC2. This is the cost difference. That money must be drawn. That money must be taken from the consumer to put him back. But he will not remain there. He will move to higher indifference curve because price has fallen and lower the price, higher the demand. He will substitute Y goods and he will shift to higher indifference. AH money is taken from the consumer. AH income is reduced after all in price of X goods. To put the consumer at original point. At original point Q1 on IC1. This is called cost difference. Cost difference from pulling down from higher indifference curve to lower indifference curve. Higher indifference curve to lower indifference curve. And when it is examined, substitution effect is examined, then return the money. Money will be returned to the consumer. Consumer will back to higher indifference curve IC. Then MM1 is substitution effect. M1Q is income effect. And total is price. And we will draw a price line, price consumption curve, and we will draw from here one income consumption. This is Slutsky breaking price effect. Into substitution effect. Income. There are three indifference curve used by Slutsky. There are two indifference curve used by Hicks.
Hicks.
Two indifference curve used by Hicks.
Yes.
Hicks has examined with the help of cross outside the cross 2 points.
Sorry, sir. Outside the
Cross.
cross.
You see back in the diagram. There is a cross. One curve is crossing another curve.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And two equilibrium, left side and right side, outside the cross.
Yes.
But in Slutsky method, tangency point, original point, consumer is brought back. And for that, AH income is taken away from the consumer. AH income is reduced after falling the price of it to cancel out income effect. Even then, consumer will have facing substitution effect.
Sir, could we understand why cancel out income effect?
Cancel out income effect. We have,
Why, sir? I couldn't understand.
how can you get substitution effect? From price effect, income effect is cancelled by taking income from the pocket of the consumer. Then what is left out? That is left out substitution effect.
Okay.
And again, money is returned back to him. He will back to the original point Q3, IC3.
Yes.
Money is taken to reduce income effect to 0.
Yes. Okay.
Then residual is only substitution effect. And then return is income. That income is known as cost difference in Slutsky and compensating variation in income in Hicks.
In Hicks.
In both cases, money is returned to him after measuring the substitution effect. Once substitution effect is measured, then it is clear that price effect is already known, IC3. and substitution effect is measured, money is returned, then there will be income effect. He will return to the original point. So price effect is broken down into two parts, substitution effect and income. Price effect is broken into substitution effect and income effect. Price effect is equal to income effect, substitution effect plus income. Have you drawn diagram?
Yes, sir.
Send it to WhatsApp. On WhatsApp, you send your diagram
Yes, sir.
taking the photo of your copy. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.